Hi, it's Kathy. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about where we do our shopping as new arrivals to Perth. I'll be covering everything from grocery stores and where we do our food shopping and tips along the way. I'll also be covering the main department stores in Perth, whether you're shopping for clothing or home goods and so much more. I really hope that this video helps you in your planning and preparation for your move to Perth. Hi guys, so let's get straight into today's video, which is where to shop for what items in Perth. So we have been here now for about 6 weeks and we are finding that we're doing most of our shopping at Woolworths. So the two main players are Woolworths and Coles. After looking around and checking their prices, I found they're both pretty much the same when it comes to pricing. A few cents difference here, a few cents difference there. If one has a special this week, you can be guaranteed its opponent will have a special the following week. So it really doesn't make a difference in my opinion if you're shopping at Coles or Woolworths. We've chosen to be doing our shopping at Woolworths simply because it's the most convenient store located to our home, and I found I'm getting quite familiar with the store layout, so I'm finding I'm making better choices when I do actually go in store. Most of the grocery shopping I'm doing now is online. I make use of Woolworths direct to boot service. I just feel like this is giving me a lot more control in what choices I'm making in the store, and I'm not tempted to throw lots of new things into the trolley. Obviously, not knowing a lot of the brands and everything's new and exciting, you tend to overspend if you go in store because you're keen to try all these fun new things that you're finding in a new country. I have had a few shops that I did at Coles, especially when we first arrived in Perth. Their produce is great, food is great, very much on par with what you're getting at Woolworths. So yeah, I think keep an eye on their weekly specials and see where you could score with one or the other, but choose your shop based on convenience and what shop you enjoy shopping in the most, because price-wise doesn't make a big difference between these two. Right, then both Woolworths and Coles run rewards programs, and I found these are also very similar. So Coles is called Flybuys and Woolworths rewards program is called Everyday Rewards. So I recommend you commit to one or the other and start earning your rewards points. These are valuable. You can use them in store as cashback, which is helpful. Alternatively, you can also use them to purchase tickets with either Qantas if you're with Woolworths or Virgin if you're shopping at Coles. Then a few other grocery stores that I'll just throw in the mix. We don't do much of our shopping there, but we get a few key items, and that would be Aldi. So Aldi is a German brand shop, but they stock obviously brands from all over, and Australian brands included. We've just found buying wine and chocolate from them to be quite savvy. So they have obviously a good relationship with European suppliers, being a German branded shop, and we've just found you get top class quality chocolate and really great selection of award-winning wines. So a little tip if you're buying perhaps gifts or you want to stock up on those luxury items, pop into Aldi and have a look. Then with regards to a few others would be Spudshed and IGA. I don't do much shopping at either of these. I think I've bought from Spudshed once, and I found the fresh produce went off quite quickly. I literally had to use it within a day or two. So that's just something to keep in mind. It might have been a once-off, but when I looked at some Google reviews, it seems to be a common trend with the shop. So just heads up for that. And then IGA, I suppose, would depend on if you've got one close to you. There isn't one close to where we're living, so it's just never been a store that's really featured in where I do my groceries. But give it a bash, and please drop a comment down below on what you find at IGA, or if you find it a great supermarket, perhaps contending with the likes of Woolies or Coles. I'd be interested to know. If you're looking at buying bulk goods, there is a Costco, so there's only one store, it's near the airport. You do have to become a member, so hold a member card. I think it's very similar to if you're from South Africa, our type of macro, so it's great for bulk buying. We are a small family of 3, so we don't really see the need in purchasing items in bulk at this stage, but perhaps for larger families, I think it could really come into its own, or if you're hosting an event, a party, etc., maybe worthwhile popping into Costco. On to the next category, that will be department stores. So the two main contenders here will be Kmart and Target. So Kmart, definitely the more affordable option, where Target is slightly more expensive, but in my opinion, better quality, so you get what you pay for. Items I prefer buying at Target include clothing and shoes. Compared to Kmart and Target's clothing, I just find that Target definitely has a more upmarket feel. It has a beautiful look about it. It also stocks a few ranges that are not its own house range. So yeah, have a look, have a shop around. They're definitely like buying a pair of gumboots for my little girl. Happy to do that at Kmart. If I want to buy her a special dress for an occasion, I'm probably going to go treat her to something at Target. Deals on clothes every now and again, so keep an eye out and make your decision based on what you like and what you enjoy. Then 2 more stores I'm going to throw in this section of department stores, and that would be Big W. So Big W is sort of the home goods and clothing and / cleaning supplies department store of Woolworths. So they're part of the same group. You do tend to get a few good bargains at Big W, so I definitely recommend popping in there to check it out. And then the last one I'm going to recommend is the Reject Shop. They've got a big selection of sort of dollar store type items. You pop in there if you have, in my opinion, a spontaneous buy, something you haven't planned on spending that month. Perhaps you need to grab a birthday card or something extra for your pet, like a pet toy or some small garden decor piece you're after. Pop into the Reject Shop. You're going to come right at a really, really low cost. They've got dollar bins, $2 bins, and yeah, it's a great way to save a buck and prevent overspending on your budgets if there's something unforeseen you have to go out and buy. Buying your fuel and petrol. So this is quite expensive in Australia. Us coming from Dubai, where petrol was something we pretty much didn't even have to budget for, it is quite pricey here. So you want to have your finger on the pulse when it comes to keeping track of fuel prices. There's a wonderful app, I'm going to tag it below or list it below for you to follow, and that is called Petrol Spy. It basically shows you on a map where the cheapest fuel is in the area that you're currently in, and guides you as to where is obviously the best place to fill up your tank and get the most bang for your buck. Now, we have noticed in Australia there seems to be a trend to fill up your car on a Sunday or a Tuesday. For some reason, those 2 days usually have the lowest petrol price during the week. It's not a given, so make sure, like I said, keep your finger on the pulse, but just a few tricks that we have learned. Sundays and Tuesdays seem to be the day. Right, then coming down to sort of pets and I would say hardware / homemaking or DIY. With regards to pets, we do have a doggy and we've chosen to buy her food and daily essentials from a shop called Pet Barn. They offer a great rewards program and we do get a discount on her food. So that's her main priority. There are other pet stores around. There's the Pet Warehouse as well. We just know Pet Barn is conveniently located to our home and we found the rewards program worthwhile for us to become members there. Then if you have a look at Bunnings, that is the ultimate hardware store. They've got everything from hardware to DIY supplies to gardening and plant supplies. So definitely a store to look at if you are trying to make your home beautiful and set up life and home in a new city. It's also got a great weekend vibe if you visit Bunnings on a Saturday. They've usually got some sausages grilling out on the barbecue and it's just got a great family environment. So it's a fun outing for the whole family. I did mention in my previous video that you can actually take your doggy to Bunnings with you. So that's it for today's video. I really hope these shopping insights give you a little bit of a heads up and come in handy so that your shopping experience when you touch down in a new city is not full of anxiety or it doesn't seem as foreign. It can be quite an intimidating process learning to know what brands to buy all over again, but you will find your feet and it's actually a lot of fun in trialing new products and experiencing the way things are done in a different place. So good luck with your shopping. I hope you have some fun. Please don't forget to comment down below if you have any valuable info to add to this post, this video. I'd love to hear from you. Give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stick around for more videos about life here in Perth and what it's taking to get our family established. Have a great day, guys. Catch you in the next one.